Consider mass pulley system. Here we have a smooth table. A smooth table means frictional force will be taking 0. A mass M3 is kept on the surface. Two masses M1 and M2 are hung in two sides with frictionless pulley in this way. Now we are going to consider different forces acting on the bodies. Let's denote them. Okay, the force M2G here, the force M2G in this way, M2G acts on the body of mass M2, and the tension T2 acts away from this body. This is frictionless pulley. This is frictionless pulley, and the string is massless. This and this string both are massless. This is a single string. This string is massless, and that's why this tension T2 and this tension T2, which is acting away from the mass M3, T2 are equal. In the same way, the force M1G acts vertically downward, and the tension T1 acts away from this body, tension T1. This is massless string, and this is frictionless pulley. That's why this tension T1 and this tension T1, which is acting away from this mass M3, this T3 acts away from this mass M3. The weight M3G here, acts vertically downward, and the normal reaction R3 acts vertically upward. Okay, let's see them once again. And M1G are acting vertically downward. Tension T2 and tension T1 are shown. The body is moving to the right. That's why the acceleration is shown rightwards. R3 and M3G are shown as discussed earlier. Okay, let's consider free body diagram once again. Okay, the directions of tensions are shown. For mass M3, there is horizontal force only. In the right hand side there is tension T1, and in the left hand side there is tension T2. That's why T1 minus T2 equals to M3A. There is no motion in the vertical direction. That's why M3 equals to R3 equals to M3G, or R minus M3G equals to 0. For mass M1, the mass M1 moves downward. That's why M1G minus T1 equals to M1A, and there is no horizontal motion. That's why we don't need to consider it. Similarly, for mass M2, the mass M2 moves upward. The mass M2 moves upward. That's why T2 minus M2G. T2 minus M2G equals to M2A. In this way, we wrote the equations for different masses.